Hello, I'm Philippa Macarthur. I live and work in Corsham, where I work here in my studio, which is very small, but it looks out onto the garden, and I've got a kiln, and you can see I haven't got a very tidy workspace, which is why I tend to not have many people doing studio visits. But I've got a lot of space outside where I collect stuff as well and store stuff. So my main medium is ceramic, and I fell in love with clay. I suppose all my life I've loved clay, but I've always done some sort of artwork, been on workshops and courses in holiday times and weekends, even when I was full-time working in London. So I love ceramics, I love the feel of clay in my hands, and I really love collecting found objects. So I have just a store of wood, metal and so on. So that's my sort of work. So my style is, I suppose, a mixed media of ceramics mainly as my making, but I like constructing things of different materials as well. So why did I want to get involved with this project? Well, I think it's really exciting. I'm very, very grateful to Sarah Purvey and Alan Fuller, the curator, for having included me in a collection. I find it a great honour, and I suppose I feel really privileged that actually something of mine is going to be there for people to see and learn from and experience and enjoy in the future. It's very exciting. You wanted to know how this piece was chosen. Well, there are lots of ceramic components in this, so I love hand building. That's my main thing, is I love feeling the clay in my hands, as I said. And partly because of weight and partly because of the style in which I work, I like repetitive movements. That's the sort of thing I see in nature and the sort of thing we do every day in our movements. And one of the things I love about this piece is that it actually combines the found object, the urn, with the ceramic pieces. So you'll notice that when I'm stroking it, the piece actually makes a noise, and it has a sort of bit of a life of its own, so it carries on moving even when I've left it, which I really enjoy. And it's part, I think I've learnt now, that one of the things I love doing is making things that are only one of a group. So just as we aren't ever individuals in our own lives, although we love to think of ourselves as individuals, we are only who we are in relation to others. So whether it's a member of a school or a choir, which I sing in, or a collective like this, actually our existence only has meaning in context quite a lot of the time. So that's really, I suppose, what I like about that particular piece. Well, I think art has the potential to change lives. I think creativity has the potential to change a life. For me, creativity is something I recall about myself since childhood. And I now start collecting quotations from people. And so, for instance, the last one I collected was from somebody called Steve Dilworth, who says, "I want to retrieve that moment of understanding, not by describing, but by making. Of course I will fail, but in the chemistry of making, another moment appears." And I have actually over the years developed this really deep appreciation of what being a maker is and what moments of joy you can transmit to other people through objects. And I think that to me is very important. Well, interestingly, I went to school in Bristol, and my art A-level teacher talked about Corsham Court quite a lot, and I think she was a Bath Spa University alumni, and for about 50 or 60 years Bath Spa University was in Corsham. So when I arrived to live here 40 odd years ago, there were students around, there were art material shops available in Corsham, and it became in my mind, quite an associated place. And in fact, Corsham School became the first visual arts academy while I was teaching there, although I didn't teach art. And so I think a lot of my friends and acquaintances over the years have been attached to Corsham and the Bath Spa Uni. So this project is really exciting. I'm really excited to be part of it, and I wish it well, and thank you for visiting.